Hey guys, so just doing something a little bit different this video. So as you saw in our last video that we uploaded, um, Alan opening the Phantom Forces pre-release packs, we mentioned that I was at Comic Con last weekend, so I was just going to talk to you a little bit about that stuff I saw, what I did there, and stuff like that. Just to start off, I had an absolutely amazing time. I got the cosplay. I had 3 different costumes. You'll see them in a few minutes. My girlfriend went with me. She cosplayed as well, and we had one of our friends go as well. Saw some outrageously good costumes. There was a Pokemon stand there and everything. So I'm just going to talk you through some of the stuff I saw at the weekend, put up a few pictures, and I hope you enjoy it. So to start off, I'm just going to show you a quick video of the hallway in between the two areas where the stands were, just how busy it was, to show you how many people were there. And here we are at my costume for the first day, which is Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon 2. I didn't make the t-shirt, pants, or the boots myself, but I did make the armor, the shoulder pads, the gauntlets myself, and the little tunic that you see at the bottom there. Made that myself. Really proud of how that turned out, and I got a lot of compliments and photos taken of me that day. But this one is so much better. This is Jay's Astrid costume. She dyed the shirt because she couldn't get a red shirt. She sewed patches on the jeans, but everything else that you see in that picture is handmade by her. She did the fur lining on her boots herself, the gloves herself, the skirt herself. There's bird skulls on there that you can't see. She did them herself. The cape she did herself. The axe she did herself. The gloves. There's two of us there, a selfie. I'm so proud of her, how that one turned out. She did a great job, and I couldn't be happier for her. She got so many compliments, pictures taken of her and stuff by people that went there, small kids, because they love the movie. This is her behind the Adventure Time stand, taking a picture as Finn. For Adventure Time fans, you know, if you're into that. This is me with my new toy, my Scouter from Dragon Ball Z, and my Goku t-shirt. I'm a massive Dragon Ball Z fan. It's one of the first animes I ever watched. I love it to bits. It's my favourite anime of all time, and I just watch and rewatch it again and again and again. So I had to get these two things, so I saw them. This is day 2, and Jane went as Weiss from Ruby. She edited that jacket herself, and the sword she made with the help of her dad. Her dad cut it, but she painted it. She did the decorations on it and stuff like that. You'll see it again in a few more minutes. I'll talk about it in detail. Our friend managed to make it the second day, and her outfit should be here now. It's Pam from Archer. Not simple enough fun, but it did the job. She looked really cool. She had a great time. She had a lot of fun. This is me as Kirito from Sword Art Online. The jacket I had to edit myself. There's a few other bits and pieces I threw together for me. But I just had to buy a black shirt and black pants and black boots to go with it, and the black gloves. My dad actually made the swords for me, and he did a great job. All I did was mark the wood and paint them. Paint job isn't great on them, but they look amazing. There you can see them up close. There's my two swords at the bottom for Sword Art Online. Great job that my dad did there. The paint job, as I said, not the best, but I was really happy with them, and a lot of people complimented them. There is Weiss's sword, which was Jane's. You can see the etchings on it. She did that herself. The painting, the design in the middle as well. Her dad did the cutting out for her, but other than that, she worked on it on her own, gluing it together and stuff like that. She did a great job again. Her costumes turned out so much better than mine. Oh, she's so lucky. She's so talented at this kind of thing. But yeah, they're the swords. This guy made this really big Shenron in, I think he said 16 hours, out of upholstery foam. He painted it. It looked amazing. This picture doesn't do it justice. I really wanted to steal it, you know, being the Dragon Ball fan that I am. I wanted it so much. But 2 thumbs up to this guy. He did a great job, and I hope he's watching this video and hearing the props he deserves. This is at the Rooster Teeth meetup. This is a picture of the Ruby team, Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang, all ready to go. And yeah, so there was so many people went as the Ruby characters. We just got these 4 together for the picture. There they are again, posing. But yeah, the Rooster Teeth meetup was mad. There was all sorts of people dressed as all sorts of things from it. You'll see a picture of how big the gathering was now. There's so many people at it, all in different costumes from Rooster Teeth. There they are now. Everyone in that picture is there for the Rooster Teeth meetup. You'll see all sorts of different ones. That's me meeting Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku actually. This guy's really nice. Let me take a photo with him. Again, I saw a Dragon Ball Z character. I had to get a photo with him, being a big DBZ fan. There I am with Vegeta again. Saw him, needed a photo. He's even got the tail going around there. Cool Saiyan armor. Looked deadly, and he was a really nice guy. Was really obliging when I asked him for a photo. There's a close up of the Pikachu hat that I managed to get from the Pokemon stand. They were giving out to everyone for free. There were so many Pikachu hats going around. It was really cool. I still have that hat and I am going to keep it. There's the giant Pikachu that marked the location of the Pokemon stand there. I wanted to steal that Pikachu so badly. I'd have no room for it, but you know, it's the principle of the thing. It's a giant inflatable Pikachu. There's where they had set up the TCG Online, where you could play with the starter decks on their accounts. You couldn't use your own account as far as I know. But you got a feel for the game if you were new to it, and you know, I'd like to think a few people got into it. There's a screen that they had one of the tablets on display, so people could watch you playing if you're having a good game, and watch you play if you're having a bad game, and watch you get beaten. So good if you're winning, bad if you're not. This is the front of the stand where they're giving out the hats, which I thought was pretty cool. So many people working there. It was always so busy. So many people going around with their Pikachu hats. It was really cool to see. This is the X and Y set of Pokemon cards. They have all the Pokemon there on display. There's the Flashfire ones. Again, all the Pokemon just there on display. Full art's in the top left corner. They have the Furious Fist cards on display again. None of the trainers on these displays. They're on their own separate display there. All segregated off into the 3 independent sets, which is pretty cool. There's where they had set up some Game Boy Advance SPs to play some of the older games. I think it was Fire Red and Leaf Green. And this is a wall that was in the back of it as well, that had the different regions of the Pokemon world. Kanto, Johto, Hoenn region there. It showed all the starters. There was Sinnoh that I just went past. There's Yuno over there. They had all the starters and their evolutions, all the legendaries, the character you play as, your rivals, your Pokedex, the professor from the region. There's the Kalos region from the most recent games. Of course, we're getting a remake, so they don't need to do a new area. They're just re-releasing an old game. Here's what I think is some concept artwork there, and I'm going to do something weird with the camera now. I'm going to turn it sideways, and I don't know why. My hand gets in the way. I think it's concept art from some of the games, and there's more of it there. You get to have a good look at. That was on the walls there. Now this is day 3. I went as Natsu from Fairy Tail. One of the animes I've only recently gotten into. By recently I mean in the last year, but it very, very quickly became one of my favourites. I love Natsu. I think he's a great character, so that's my outfit for that. I was really cold though, because all I'm wearing is a vest, a scarf, and quarter-length pants, and a kind of a skirt thing that goes around it. So I was very cold when we went outside. This is Jane as Lucy from Fairy Tail. She made that costume entirely herself, editing skirts, shirts, trimming them. She's got the bow on her hair there. This is the 3 of us together. Me as Natsu, Jane there as Lucy, and our friend Sarah again, this time as Ramona Flowers. She had a great time. All 3 of us had a great time. It was so much fun. Now this guy, he went as Lego Batman. I cannot tell you how impressive this looked. People stopping for pictures. He was sweating in that thing. He was so warm, but he was always obliging. He took loads of pictures with people. Looks really cool. This is the Fairy Tail meetup, so anyone who's dressed as a Fairy Tail character ended up at this. Pictures were taken. Everyone there in their big groups. There's the 2 groups, and there's Kajil and Juvia there, one of the pairing offs. There's Grey and Juvia there, another pairing off from the show. Next up is Natsu and Grey, 2 rivals from the show. So basically anyone who had any affiliation, strong affiliation other than Fairy Tail, was paired off. There's Natsu and Lucy. Me and Jane are in there somewhere. That crowd of people. There's the 4 cats or Exceeds. There's 2 Panther Lilies, 1 Carla and 1 Happy. There's Gajeel and Levy. Forgot their names. This is the strongest team from Fairy Tail, which is Lucy, Urza, Grey, Natsu. I'm probably forgetting someone, but I can't remember. Maybe I am I? I don't think so. But yeah, that's all done together. There's the 4 Urzas all together. 4 different versions, or 3 different versions. 2 went to the same. That's Jane posing with her Lucy whip, ready for action. This is me with another Dragon Ball Z picture. Again, Android 18, Gohan, Goku, and Vegeta in his pink shirt. It said Badman on the top. Saw that. Really had to get a picture. Was so happy. They're all really cool outfits. Next up, we have Jane meeting Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, one of her favourite shows. And this guy as well went as a Geodude, and the sign around his neck, I don't know if you can read it, says a wild Geodude appeared. He was getting photos taken of him left, right and centre. I took this one because I thought it was such a cool costume. Really effective, simple, but it's a really cool Geodude that he actually has on his head. Must have spent a lot of time doing it. This is a guy getting hugged by the comic book version of Bane and the movie version of Bane. This is me meeting Ryuk from Death Note, another manga I've read and I'm a fan of. Me meeting Frieza, a villain from Dragon Ball Z, so Dragon Ball Z character. Ciaran gets a picture. This is Frieza's second form. I thought it was a really cool cosplay. He must have put a lot of time in. This is Team Rocket. Obviously up to no good with their Meowth there. A nice touch. Gone around looking for rare Pokemon, I'd assume. me in front of the Power Rangers poster. There was a few of the original Power Rangers there. There was the Red Ranger, the Black Ranger, and the Yellow Ranger. One of the Yellow Rangers was there doing signings. I didn't get to meet them, unfortunately. This is Jay meeting the main character from Brave. I want to say Meredith. I could be wrong. This is me meeting Legolas and Marjorie Tyrrell. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, so I had to get a picture with Legolas. I'm also a Game of Thrones fan, so the picture with Marjorie was also a big plus there. I'm a big Batman fan as well, so here I am with 3 of the Batman female villains. There's Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn there. With a little Joker doll. That's me and Jane there getting our photo taken. It's me with a guy who went to his Link. He's got his Navi on his shoulder, his Megaton hammer, and the Goron tunic on, which I thought was a nice touch because everyone seems to do the Link in the green tunic. There's a Black Cat from Spider-Man. And there's a girl who went to Sauron with her helmet and her mace. Oh, I'm saying Sauron. I could be very wrong. It could be the Witch King. It's one or the other. But I'm pretty sure it's Sauron. I'm actually 99% sure it's Sauron. This is another Harley Quinn, Batman villain. Ciaran gets a picture, of course. Like I said, love Batman. This is a girl who went as a Jolteon, and she could walk around on all fours in that thing, which I thought was really, really cool. And to the left there, you can see her friend who went as Link's wolf form from the Twilight Princess games. And the right there, you can partially see the unicorn from the Lego movie. But yeah, that Jolteon was really cool, but I'd say it was so warm, judging by your man's reaction. There's the unicorn from the Lego movies anyway, if anyone's a fan of that film. Lego movie. There's me meeting Raph from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Pretty cool, I thought anyway. These are the 2 posters that were over the Rooster Teeth stand. There's the one for Red versus Blue and the one for Ruby. That signified where you had to go to find Rooster Teeth anyway. And when we were at the Rooster Teeth stand, we got to meet Kerry. He was a really nice guy, really friendly. Talked to us for a few minutes, took a photo with us. Even after 3 days of just talking to people and signing stuff, he was still really nice, really polite, really friendly. And I would love to meet him again. He was such a nice guy. This is Jane and Sarah meeting Daenerys Targaryen and Cersei Lannister from the Game of Thrones universe. I got a photo with them, 2 really cool costumes with her dragon. There's Storm and Wolverine from the X-Men. They were knocking around on the Sunday. And then to finish off, there's a selfie of myself, Sarah, and Jane to finish it up. So that was my London Comic Con experience. Had a great weekend. It was amazing. Talked to so many people. People complimented me on my costumes, seeing so many amazing costumes. I can't even do justice to them. I didn't take enough photographs. Some of those photographs I took were just ones I just had the opportunity to take. There were some amazing ones there. Pokemon stand was really good, obviously, as you could see in the video. If any of you were there, let us know in the comments below. Tell us how you got on. If you haven't been and you want to go, I would advise go. It's definitely an experience you want to have. As I said in the video, we did the costumes. I built them on a budget as cheaply as I could. If you want to see how I did that, I would be more than happy to do a video on that if that's what you people want. Just let us know again in the comments below. That's how you get in touch with us. But thanks for watching. I know this isn't our regularly scheduled programming for this channel. It's normally just unboxings, but we are going to try and get to you guys more regularly. Instead of just the 6 weeks of unpacking and then going quiet for 6 weeks while we wait for the new set to come out. So anyway, that's enough rambling from me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you again soon. Bye.